All right, hello and welcome to the second episode of the Audio Roast Podcast. I'm your host, Jared Isaacs. Welcome aboard. So, just going to jump right in this week. Set up today's show. Today, obviously, we're doing a little summer kickoff party here at Sunset Studios. Missed Memorial Day weekend last weekend. I had a show with Sunset Productions and the Dirty Saints down at Branson. And so was kind of a week behind on getting the podcast organized and stuff as much as I would like. So that being said, again, I want to thank Aaron Anderson and Cody Schmidt for last week showing up and helping kick things off. So I got a lot of really good feedback, actually, which was ironic because we were having such a good time and I didn't have time to test the episode prior to airing. And so needless to say, we got banned for the first half and lost the first half of my first episode. So this is the first actual full, everything's been tested and it is what it is. So I just want to say thanks for everybody for all the support. I've gotten a lot of really nice messages in private and stuff, and as well as a lot of great comments. And I'm really looking forward to adding my 2 cents to the Springfield music scene through this podcast. So that being said, I also wanted to say a quick shout out and thank you to the Unsung Dreamers podcast for plugging me and my podcast on their show last week. I thought that was really nice, and it definitely wasn't asked to do. So I very much appreciate that. And so we will go ahead and jump in today. I am joined by Nathan Bryce from Nathan Bryce and the Loaded Dice, as well as Alexander Hines from Mood Ring Circus. How's it going, guys?
Going great,
doing
man.
Good, Jared. How are you?
Doing well. All right. So for those of you who haven't seen either of these bands, there's been opportunity and there will be opportunity to see them both. Nathan Bryce just played last week at Shuffle.
Yep.
And so there's an online stream that you can go back and rewatch, because you can rewatch all live streams, just like this one here. And Alex is actually in town and going to be doing the Mood Ring Circus live stream there at Shuffle next Sunday. So that being said, we're going to get into things a little bit deeper with each of these guys. But, you know, Alex and I have known each other for quite some time. And yeah, like a hot minute. And that being said, I don't know Nathan that well at all. I've known him from, you know, being friends with him on Facebook and whatnot, and just being in the music community, you hear his name, and it's one of those things that I've always wanted to get a chance to meet him, but our paths just haven't crossed. So I'm glad that the opportunity's here with us today.
Yeah, man. So
we're going to do some quick fire, get to know you kind of stuff that doesn't mean anything. We're just going to have some fun, and we're going to do some quick choose between two summer theme. So here we go. Okay, Nathan, would you rather go on a cruise or go to a beach?
at the moment, I'm going to go with beach.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Definitely.
Alex?
I have to go with that as well. Got to go for the beach.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a no-brainer, right?
Only in the current climate of
Right.
things.
Right, yeah, exactly. Let's see here. What do we got next? A convertible or a motorcycle? I think I've got you both pegged on this, but I'm interested to know. Alex, what are you pegged as?
Definitely got to go with the convertible.
Yep, that's what I thought. And Nathan?
Same. Yeah.
Really? Okay, well, I was wrong on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not a motorcycle guy.
Wow, I totally had that wrong. That's very cool. Very cool. And cookout or a camp out, which do you prefer?
I got to go with the camp out
Yeah?
all day.
Yeah, I'm
every
going to
day.
say that too, because you can always cook out while you're camping out.
I think
you
the
know?
same. Now, there is an argument to be made for a cookout is a lot less work. You don't have to pitch a tent and try and get a fire started the same way.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. Water guns or water balloons?
Is there an option C where I can just do both? Like,
Well-
if we're talking water guns, it always takes me back to those videos of guys that, like, they show up at the park and it's just
the
them.
backpack.
Yeah, with the backpack, and they've got like the water balloons and the water guns, random strangers, and they start this water balloon water gun fight.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
that's the option I'm going for.
I like it. I like it a lot. Nathan?
I'll just stick with the water guns, I think.
I think so too. Yeah. It's you don't have to tie them. You don't have to. You just fill them up and go. Yeah. Ooh, a pool or a lake? Nathan, what do you got?
Lake, hands down.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Alex?
I'm torn. It's all water.
You're torn. So is Natalie and
I know. I'm a water person though, so
Same.
Either or.
Okay, that's fair. For myself, I'm a pool guy. Like I don't know. I can see the bottom of the pool. That's my argument. I know what's in there.
Right.
I may not know what's in the consistency of the water, but I could at least see. Ooh, this one hits close to home. Ice cream or custard, Alex?
Custard.
Yeah.
Because Andy's makes it fun to be a kid for a while.
Hey.
You know.
You're gonna go all out. I say custard.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I was an ice cream guy all the way up until I moved to Springfield, and the first time I went to Andy's, I never looked back.
It's hard to look back after, and you know.
It
It's
is.
so good.
It really is. Yeah. Ooh. Also one that hits home.
Water park.
Yeah?
Water park.
You really dig being in the water, huh?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah?
Water park. Yeah.
I'm more, as much as I like being in the water, I more so hate being on a roller coaster. So there's that.
Same here.
I like my feet firmly planted on the ground.
Yes, sir.
I feel like there's a lot of people who would pick skateboard, but I got to go with bicycle here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm that guy.
I'm that guy too. I only had a skateboard for a little bit. I grew up on a farm, and we had just one little stretch of sidewalk, and that's all I had to practice on. So I was no good at it because there was nowhere to get better. So yeah, bike for me too.
Bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No motorcycle, but you do a bicycle, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Bicycle. Never had a skateboard.
Yeah.
My problem
Yeah.
with the skateboard is I have a very high center of gravity.
That's very true. Yeah, you got a lot further to fall. That's true. Oh, now, for those of you that know me, this is a no-brainer. This is definitely one that hits home. So I'm going to go to Nathan. What do you got? Pina colada or margarita?
I'm going margarita.
Okay.
Ditto.
We could still be friends. Alex?
Ditto.
Ditto.
Margarita.
Nice. Yeah, very good. Very good. I knew I picked two good guys to come. Okay. Would you rather go to a park or go on a hike?
Hike.
A hike?
Flip a coin.
Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah. Nathan?
Yes, sir.
Would you rather go on a hike or go to a park?
Hike for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And let's see. Oh,
That's a hard decision.
dude, isn't it though? Yeah. This is another one that for being an Ozarkian that really hits home.
Yeah, we really get to do both of these things.
Yeah. For me, I'm a boating guy. Like again, it's the same as the lake versus the pool.
Right.
Something about floating, like I've seen cows and deer shit in the water and just, like at least there's more water to dissipate, the percentage is better when you're boating in a lake. So
Right.
versus going down a little river.
I don't know. There's something that hits real close to home for me for floating down the river on a tube or in a kayak with a cold beer in your hand.
Yeah. I mean, it almost even equates to how much work you want to put into it, right? Just kind of like the camp out and cook out. Boating, there's a lot of stuff that you have to put into it, and especially if you want to ski or go tubing on the back. Like floating, literally, you can just sit in an inner tube and drink beer, and that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
It doesn't get
wonderful-
any better than that.
It's a
Yeah,
wonderful experience.
for sure. For sure. Okay, and we've got another one that hits home: shaved ice or pineapple whip.
Man,
I don't know why I even bothered, right?
You picked great questions for this.
Oh, I know. Yeah, so riveting.
Shaved ice.
Ooh, I've done both,
Snow cone.
and it's hard to pick, but yeah, I got to go with shaved ice.
Really?
Yeah.
I can actually respect that. I grew up as a shaved ice kind of guy. I've had pineapple whip a few times, but the big thing is every time I go, there's always a line, and so I'm like, chuck it all, go to Andy's.
Right. We're all used to seeing, especially in Springfield, you've got the pineapple whip on the corner that's just got cars
Yeah.
surrounding it.
Yep. Exactly. Very cool. Okay, so that is our choose between two. So now we're going to go ahead and get to know Alex a little bit better. Alex, or as you may know him on Facebook, is Alexander Hines. So I guess first and foremost, The name, not
Ba-
bass hands.
Ah,
Do you prefer Alexander or do you prefer Alex?
you know, I've had people call me Alexander, Alex, Al. I'm not a big Al fan.
Okay, because being that you and I have known each other for as long as we have, I've known you for all these years as Alex. I know
Yeah.
some of your old bandmates called you Al, but I didn't know if that was like an inside,
That's-
they knew you
that's-
didn't like it kind of thing. So
Pretty much.
yeah, that's
So,
fantastic.
I just go by Alex.
Very cool. Okay, so I've got some mood ring circus questions for you. I'm going to take these
Okay.
off so I can actually see what I'm reading. Well, actually, before we get to mood ring circus, bass hands, where does that come from? Obviously, I know you play bass, but is that
Well,
is there a story there?
there is a story there. First and foremost, I mean, I got big hands. I got real big hands.
Right.
And for years, that's just always been the nickname. You know, I grew up playing bass. My dad's a bass player before I am. I always show everybody a singular picture of it's me. I think I'm 3 or 4 years old, and I'm standing around in my underwear with my dad's custom shop bass strapped on me. So it's literally always been there. I've always done it. People know I always do it because it's, you know, if you hang out with me for any extended period of time, it's kind of like the only thing I talk about.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
yeah,
Makes sense.
pigeonholed there.
Very cool. So we kind of made mention of this earlier. You used to play with Fraught with Peril, and my band Death May Die, and you guys played together. We played so many shows, like for years and years, and met so many of the same great people. Tell me just a little bit about the transition between Fraught with Peril and Mood Ring Circus and the relationships that, you know, kind of brought the two together, because I know there's a lot of the same people.
They're especially early on. You know, people that have seen Mood Ring. Justin Larkins, the singer. Justin was in Fraught with Peril with me, and originally the original drummer Zach Otero.
Yep.
Played with us for a long time. And as far as Steven Sparks goes, I've known Steven since high school. You know,
Oh wow.
I remember going to one of the first weeks of class in high school. I'm a sophomore, and here walks up the blonde kid with the acoustic guitar case.
Yep.
Hey, you guys want to watch me play the guitar? I mean, from there, boom. I've been jamming with him since we were 16 and 15.
Wow.
So-
Yeah, I didn't realize that. So
It's been a lifelong compatriotship between the two of us.
yeah.
So, but eventually, you know, we got going doing Mood Ring. I remember Justin moved away right after Fraught kind of all went our separate ways. And Steven and I went up to visit him. He was living in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
We went up to hang out with him. We ended up at a jam together. And from there, it's, you know, everybody's going, why are you here?
Right.
You know these guys. You play well with these guys. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
So
For sure.
we got him to move back. And that was the inception of Mood Ring Circus. So when he got back, we had Zach still here, and it just kind of fell into place. It was real easy.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that you and Steven had grown up together, sort of say, and played for so long.
Yeah.
From my perspective, Fraught with Peril and Death May Die, we would play shows, and then we'd go to house parties and all, you know, just hang out and have fun and be kids kind of thing.
Oh, man.
And then Steven was always there, but I never knew that he played. Like, I would occasionally see him pick up a guitar and kind of strum, but by that time I was already
Right.
I was partying it out, you
weird.
know.
Oh, yeah.
So I had no idea that he was as capable as he is, and he is fantastic. As a matter of fact, just the night before last, I think, or last night, the night before last,
Yeah.
one of these nights anyway. I was at Shuffle for Russ Weatherby's going away party,
Yeah. And he played. didn't
Steven
he?
was there playing, and I was like, holy cow, like. And it's one thing to watch him in Mood Ring Circus because it's the material that he wrote and that
Yeah.
you guys wrote.
Oh, yeah.
But
you-
to watch him
you get
jam with
going.
people, just like him, you know, somebody throw out a song and him jam to it, I'm like
He's a machine.
impressed. I
He's
had
a
no idea.
machine.
No idea. It was so cool. So cool. So that being said, I know that you just got into town yesterday. You moved and are living in LA now, is that correct?
I'm living in Los Angeles. Specifically, I'm in the San Fernando Valley, and my goodness, it is beautiful.
Awesome.
I forgot how much humidity is here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You got yourself into a sticky situation for sure coming back.
quite literally. So,
Very cool. So, and you're in town for how long?
I'm gonna be here for about a week and a half. So we're gonna do the stream on Sunday the 7th, and then I'll be here for a couple more days. and then I'm gonna fly back out.
Very cool. So did you come here just for the show?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B was the fact that, you know, I've been gone for almost 6 months. It's nice to see family and friends. When I moved out there, it wasn't very long before the whole quarantine thing starts, and time in quarantine.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's just nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
Ditto. It's lovely to see you.
Absolutely. It's great to see you too. And I tell you, that's what you call dedication when you can fly halfway across the country just for a gig.
Well, and I mean, living in LA, I'm hanging out, living with Doug Pinnick from King's X.
No kidding.
That's who I'm living with. That's who invited me out there. And man, I'm in the last 6 months, every musician goes through that moment of, you know, explosive growth, I would call it, where you become aware of what you don't know and you start looking for what you want to know.
Right.
And I felt like in the last 4.5 months, you know, you're stuck in quarantine, especially in California with, 8 to 10 million people around.
Yeah, we think we got it bad here, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're, like I was telling you earlier, you're standing on top of each other outside the grocery store with gloves and a mask on. They're only letting 10 people in at a time. Yeah. Or no mask, you don't get in.
Yeah. No shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service. Yeah.
So
crazy times for sure, man. So I went ahead and pulled up some sampling of Mood Ring Circus. This is from a couple years ago, I believe. And I want to say it's down in Branson or somewhere around there anyway. If
it's the video you and I were talking about, what's weird is it's the same place that we saw all those big parties. That's Lake of the Ozarks.
No way.
Yeah.
So this is before TMZ showed up. This is from years ago.
Oh yeah.
That's very cool. All right. Well, let's check this out and see this show.
Again, that was a good gig. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Looks like you had good weather too. That's always helpful whenever it cooperates. It's always the iffy part of taking an outdoor gig in the summer in Missouri.
Oh, yeah, because, you get out there, and even though you're under the shade, it's so humid down there on the lake. You get moving around, all of a sudden you're just pouring sweat.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, when we were taking some time off fixing these audio issues, we are talking about how simplifying things helps in a lot of situations. But, you could, like on your bass rig there, it looks like, what are you, just direct into your amp?
Yeah.
You could break a sweat just setting that up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you break a sweat just loading in.
Yep.
A lot of the loadings down there are horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to go uphill or downhill.
Yep.
Down these
Or
stairs,
park a mile
around the
away.
corner.
And then you run the risk of your own gears trying to kill you.
It's true. Especially as a bass player, right?
Oh, man.
Didn't you used to have a what's the big impact?
Oh, yeah. You used to have a big SVT 810.
Yeah.
Finally decided that was no longer worth it. Because it's like moving a refrigerator.
Yes. Yeah, the wheels are only there to mock you.
Pretty much. Yeah, and then I've got that monster back there, that drummer, that mad scientist.
Yeah, right.
Makes me want to go to the lake.
Yeah, right. For sure.
Right here we were talking about floats and
Yeah.
lakes earlier.
Cooler lake.
It's like it's like torture.
Yeah, it looks like it was a really nice day. At least, that's the nice thing about long hair and watching these videos. You could tell at least you had a breeze.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then that always the struggle with long hair.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Boy, it looks good, man.
I hate long hair. I just like it for the hour or whatever, however long I'm on stage.
Yeah. After that, it's all maintenance.
For sure. Oh man, very cool. All right. Well, now that we're back in gear here, we're gonna, as stressful as all that was, we're gonna chill out and have another fun game. So I'm gonna warn you, this one is not an easy one. Some people have the ability to kind of hear things in this, and some people it's like all they hear is like the satanic mumbled stuff. But these are songs in reverse. So we're going to give you a little 15 to 30 second clips. And if you guys, the two of you, are able to answer those, whoever answers first, we'll go ahead and keep score, get a point. And if you're unable, we'll go to the comments and see what everybody else is saying. So we'll get it kicked off here. Everybody seems to love the games here at the Audio Roast Podcast. So
Games begin.
All right. So you fellas ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Need a name of the song and the artist.
I don't know it.
Nothing?
I
Okay.
thought I did for a second, but then I was like,
What did tell us what you thought?
well, it sounded familiar, was it? But I couldn't.
It sound, so
pinpoint it.
if it sounded familiar, does that mean you always play your music backwards? Is that why it sounded familiar?
No. I was trying to imagine it in regular.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's hard to kind of flip that around. Like you kind of hear things and you almost hear melodies, but
Right.
they're not quite.
And then
Right.
it's not there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It makes it hard. All right. Let's see. I don't see anybody. If you're there, feel free to comment, and we'll pop up your comments on the page here so we can see. Let's see what this one was though.
And the answer is... Ooh.
Summer Nights. Yeah. So just to remind everybody too, now that we're back, all of the Kim said she's got nothing. All of the songs featured on tonight's show are going to be summer themed. So it'll either have summer in the title or sun or sunshine or, that kind of thing. So it's all in theme. We might go across, a few different genres and whatnot, but it's all in the same summertime theme.
Gotcha.
So let's try another one here. Who said it? Nathan got it.
Nice.
Okay, so tell everybody what it was again, Nathan. School's out.
Alice Cooper.
There you go. Boom. Nailed it. Now he's got all this satanic vibes going. He's got this stuff now. Yeah, and my fault too for not saying that it was all summer themed. That'll help too.
Right.
Sounds like a Doors tune.
Oh, you're close.
Might as well be sitting on the sun or something like that.
Yeah, it's Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth.
There you go. Yep.
Might as well be walking.
There it is. There it is. The answer is Smash Mouth, Walking on the Sun. And you
love
guys are
that
killing
record.
it. I'm always nervous whenever I'm putting those together too. I'm like, man, this seems like nobody's going to get this. And then you guys were right on
Recognize
that.
that keyboard
Yeah,
sound.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That record, too.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a
man.
great record. That reminds me. Well, I won't say what year it reminds me of, but I was way younger then.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
House of the Rising Sun.
Oh, I was wondering if we would get there. Do you know who sings it?
The Animals.
Man,
Got it. Nathan is
good.
killing
Nathan's
it.
good at
killing
this
it,
game.
man.
I
Yes.
thought I was gonna suck at it.
No, I think it was that second cup of coffee you got while we were on break.
It's the dance players.
Very cool.
I know it. I know it. Yeah. I don't know the name of the song or the artist. Yeah, because it's impossible to forget that melody.
Yes.
Yeah. Who is the artist? I got to know this one.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a guess for the title and a guess for the name. Muggle Jerry, you're close. Mungo Jerry. Yeah.
Man, I'd have never got
I would have never got it either.
Yeah.
I know the song front and back like I could sing along, but I couldn't have told you who it was.
No, I know the
Yeah.
melody.
Yes. That's a great melody too. And can we talk about how there was a jug? They blew a jug as part of a
Oh, yeah,
percussion.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right, let's try another one here. Or not. Okay, so Nathan Bryce is still here patiently with us. We talked a little bit off air while we're on break and stuff, but I want to give you a chance to talk a little bit about what all is on your plate, I should say, musically.
Right.
I know that you're in the Testify, which is a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute band. How did that get started, first of all?
That got started actually by a promoter who actually suggested it to me, and prior to that being suggested, I wasn't really big on the tribute thing, to be honest, and I always thought, because people told me for years, man, you should do Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute, and I've just always had the mindset that there will never be another Stevie Ray. There is no way that I could even come close
Yes.
or do it any justice. So
Right.
I'm not going to do it. But
It's easy as an artist to get in our heads and think that, right? Because we put those people that we love so much on such a pedestal. We're like, we want to honor them, but at the same time, it's like we don't want to dishonor them because we know we're not worthy.
Exactly.
But that's also the best way to say thanks to them, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why I've been involved in as many tribute shows as I have for that reason.
And that's the way I kind of started looking at it, and people just kept pushing me to do it. And finally, I was like, you know what? I've been doing things the same way forever. Nothing's changing. So why not?
Right.
What's it gonna hurt?
Yes,
So
for sure.
So I did it, and it was really cool. It was like people coming up to you and say, "Man, you nailed it," But and I'm thinking, no, I didn't. But they're going, "Man, you played it note for note. It was perfect," and it brought me to tears almost.
Yes.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that's cool.
It is.
And then, not only that, but keeping his music alive and stuff like that. That's what it's all about.
It really is. And keeping it accessible to people, right? I mean,
Yeah.
especially in that circumstance, like people can't see him.
Yeah, right.
And even we were talking, like, I've got a couple tribute bands in the works, and they don't come to Springfield. A lot of the big acts that people put on that really top tier pedestal don't come to Springfield. You have to drive several hours to go and see them. And so you almost have to look at it from the perspective of the person coming to see you. Is they're thanking you for giving you the same thing that you're trying to live up to. Like,
Exactly.
it makes it tangible to them to be able to go and watch a Stevie Ray show. So
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of people that say, I saw him live, and you were real close.
Right.
And then you have other people saying, I never got to see him live, so I'm glad that you're doing this.
Exactly.
And then other people that go, I never even really was a Stevie Ray Vaughan fan, but now I've seen this. And
Aren't those the best when
And
you
you
can
kinda
actually
turn them
show?
on to it.
Yes.
Right. Man,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that show.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just,
That's like being in the car with your buddies on a road trip and be like, hey, check this out. And then they appreciate it. And you're like, man, that's cool. Because then you'll always have that connection with the people that say that.
exactly.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Again, so last week, Nathan Bryce and the Loaded Dice played at Shuffle for the Licks live interactive concert series event at Shuffle. And we're going to go ahead and throw to a song from that. One song that I really liked. He has many that I really like. Again, when we're off air, I talked to him and said, I haven't got a chance to come out and check you out, but I've seen a lot of stuff, videos online, videos on your Facebook page and whatnot. And this is a really, really good cover of this song. My old band, Rat Poison, used to do this song, and we did not do it as good as this. So here is Nathan Bryce and Loaded Dice, Cat Scratch Fever.
Good choice.
I'm glad you approve.
Uh-oh.
That's how you get a heart attack. I really appreciate your amount of energy that you're able to maintain on the stage when there's not really a lot of people there.
Right.
That's kudos to you, man.
Yeah,
It's hard to do.
it's a mental thing for sure.
You almost, for me, when I'm on stage, because I'm very theatrical, I almost have to, like, I acknowledge people, but I just pretend I'm in my bedroom, like, just jamming with a hairbrush. Like, you know, you just got to let it out. You just got to have fun. Yep.
I feed off the crowd so much. It's not a crowd. It's kind of hard.
It makes it very hard, doesn't it? Yeah.
When you finish a song and you don't get
Hey, you
the
don't get that.
reaction.
When you hear,
Yeah! It almost sucks it out.
when you can hear one person, yeah. Alex and I have played a lot of those shows together, unfortunately, though.
Yeah. But they're still fun.
They are, yeah. As much as they're cringeworthy in the moment, like, they're very memorable. So I'm seeing too, Jerry Lee Passwaters is playing bass with you guys. How long has he been with the band?
About 2 months.
And he's a killer bass player. I love Jerry.
Yeah, he really is. He's very solid.
Jerry and I, we played together for about a year, about 6 years back. And he played with me on quite a few other gigs, just fill-ins here and there. So
Yeah.
I mean, me and Jerry, we played together for a long time.
He's very solid, and he knows where he needs to be, and you can rely on he will always be in his lane right there. Like, super, super solid. And a sweet guy, too. Really nice dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I'm glad to have him back in the band.
Yeah,
He fits perfect.
he really does. Yeah. Very nice solo. Clean. I like that. I so appreciate a clean guitar solo.
I'm a big tone guy.
Yeah. Does that for you go hand in hand with being a gear junkie, or is it so like you're constantly cycling through different gear, or do you take the same gear and try to hone that in?
I've kind of settled on the gear that I have now.
Yeah.
I've had for a couple of years now. But
That's
I've
good.
always been a Fender tube amp, vintage Fender tube amp guy.
Okay.
And every time I've tried to get away from that, I've gone back.
Right.
And I was always a Strat guy for years and never had any other guitars.
I don't know, you're rocking the hell out of that.
I'm
Les
telling you,
Paul.
man. Like, this is hot.
Yeah. And
Is
a lot,
that
a lot of people say they don't like a Les Paul through a Fender amp, but man, that's just got such a classic vintage tone. I mean, how could you not like that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I gotta ask, is that a lemon or a gold?
it's a translucent amber is the technical.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a 1960 reissue Les Paul.
Those are killer.
And Tiki Man pickups, Steve Stewart, who has Tiki Man pickups out in Ozark, he built the pickups for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
I was gonna say we know somebody from Tiki Man.
Steve
There he
Stewart
is,
says,
Steve Stewart.
"Love the Les Paul." There you go. Shout out to Steve.
Nice pickup, Steve.
And that's a song everybody should know.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like I said, my old band, we used to do this because of that, because it's like, oh, well, we're making a set list. Oh, well, Stranglehold's got to be on there, or Cat Scratch Fever's got to be on there somewhere. And we went with Cat Scratch Fever, and then it was like, watching this, I'm like, oh, I should have never included it, because Nathan's killing it. All you guys. How long did you say you've been playing with your drummer?
About 6 years.
Very cool. He's also very solid.
Yeah. Yeah, we've gotten pretty tight just from playing together so much, you know.
Yeah.
And we play a lot of gigs. So, I mean, I think last year we played 100 shows.
Wow.
And so when you do that, you get tight. You know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh, this will be fun.
Oh boy. Here we go, fellas. First line of the song. So, growing up in northern Missouri where I did, we had a radio station. I think it was out of Kansas City, and they did this over the radio, and they always advertised it as being the hardest trivia show musically to do, because it's spoken, or in this case it's read and spoken, with no melody. And so it's makes it way out of context, and trying to figure out like the artist and the name makes it very difficult, but you know, we're going to give it a shot. So let's see what we've got first. Before we do, you're allowed one lifeline per song. So the second line, I can be spoken to you. I can try to sing the melody. I can give you the artist initials, or we can view one live comment for a lifeline. So let us begin. Keep in mind these are summer.
Don Henley, Boys of Summer.
Ooh,
Nah.
man,
Bam.
man, coming in hot. Let's see what Johnny Carson the Great says. Boys of Summer, Don Henley.
I happen to like that song.
That's a great song. It really is. Yeah. That's another one I could actually really see you guys including in your set.
Yeah,
like
not a bad idea to try it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Do it our way.
That's right. Ain't no way I'm staying home tonight. This is a tough one.
Yeah, I might need another line on that one.
Yeah, this is one that if you heard the guitars, you'd probably know it really
Right.
quick. But thanks to the old copyright laws, we can't do that. Okay, so the second line is ain't no way I'm staying home tonight. I'll be out until the morning light.
Ooh.
I know it, but I don't.
Yeah, same kind of thing here.
What kind of vibe or genre are you thinking, Alex?
I'm thinking Thin Lizzy,
Okay.
but I know that's not right. It's gonna be rock and roll.
Okay. I'll give you that. It is something rock and roll.
Like Brian Adams or something.
Okay.
I do like Brian Adams.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Steve
I
Stewart.
know I've heard the line.
Steve
but-
Stewart for the
Right.
win. Steve
Thin
Stewart says
pizza.
thin pizza.
Thin pizza. Everybody likes thin crust pizza.
Right.
False.
Yep. He also says thanks for the shout out. You make guitars like that and make them sound like that, you'll get shouted out for sure. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm not seeing anybody in the comments that even knows this. This might be too much of a deep cut, but you try coming up with a whole list of songs about summer. The answer is Summer Nights,
By
Van Halen.
Man, I feel like a bad musician.
Nah,
Damn.
it's all good. It is all good.
That's not at all what I was thinking.
No.
I would have never got
Yeah,
it.
to be honest, if I was sitting in that chair, I would have never got it either. And I know and love the song, but it's not one of their top hits per se. So I would have bombed it. Let's try another one here. My friend the communist holds meeting in his RV.
That's a great line.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know what it is, but it's a great line.
It always goes that way.
Right?
Second line.
Okay. Let's see here. My friend the communist holds meeting in his RV. I can't afford his gas. I'm stuck here watching TV.
I don't know.
I see what Kim's saying.
Uh-oh.
I'm cheating.
That's all right.
I think she's right.
You think so?
It is Sheryl Crow.
Okay, Kim says Sheryl Crow, Soak Up the Sun. Let's see if Kim is right.
Come on, Kim.
I think
Come
she's
on,
right.
Kim. Come on, Johnny
I think
Carson.
she's
Hit us
got
with the right answer. Soak up the sun.
By Sheryl Crow.
I
Nice.
wanna soak up the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, copyrights. New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. I'll go out on a limb and give you a hint because I could see the gleam in your eyes. This is a song from the 90s.
Perfect.
Pretty sure.
I should know it.
I have to admit that anytime I see the word kids in a song, the first thing that comes to mind is
That's a song about
having a
summer.
brain fart.
Nothing. The
not
first
a
thing
summer-
comes to mind is absolutely nothing at all.
Empty as a flower pot.
Summertime, Will Smith.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good guess.
That is a good
It's a
guess.
guess.
Alex, you got anything or no dice?
No dice.
See what I did there?
Nice.
Oh, let's see. I don't see anybody online guessing. Johnny Carson the Great says, Summer Girls by LFO. New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick. Nothing? Okay.
Never would have got that.
Cool.
I'm out on that one.
But thank you, Johnny Carson.
All right. Thank you, Johnny Carson. Let's see what else he's got up his sleeve. Riding in the drop top with the top down, saw you switching lanes, girl.
This only reminds me that I need to dive in to more lyrics.
Right.
Because
Yeah, what is it with you people with strings and not knowing the words to songs?
I know, right?
Man, it sounds familiar, but it's just one of those things where, like, I know I've heard that before. But
Yep.
I just don't know what song it goes to. You know?
Yep. Again, like I said at the beginning of this is like seriously the hardest of all the musical kind of trivia games and whatnot that could be played because we're so used to associating words with melody as
Yeah,
musicians
right.
that when you strip one or the other out, it's crippling.
Let's go with the second line.
Okay. Riding in the drop top with the top down, saw you switching lanes, girl. Pull up to the red light, looking right. Come on, let me get your name, girl.
Yeah, I got nothing here too.
Baden Page with a really good guess. Nelly.
Well, that is a good guess.
So
Baden,
as one of our lifelines, do you want to accept that as an answer?
I would expect Baden to know some
mean,
of these things.
I would hope too because he does host a
radio show.
radio
right?
show,
He knows.
yep.
I'm gonna go with Baden's answer.
Okay, well let's
I
see.
gotta give it to him.
Let's see if Baden is right. Kim, I see you. Johnny Carson says the answer is
Summer Love by
Justin Timberlake.
Ooh.
Riding in the drop top with the top down, saw you switching lanes, girl.
Now I do like Justin Timberlake, but I do not know that one.
You know what? I won't hold it against you. That's quite all right. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we're going to take a 2-second little break here and just talk about how fun we've had on the show, how much fun I've had, I should say. As stressful and as many gray hairs just got added tonight because of the audio issues. It's all good. You know, stuff happens. We're going to make the best of it. Again, I want to say thanks to Nathan and Alex both for being here.
Thank you.
I so appreciate you guys reaching back out to me after, you know, just a text out of the blue. Hey, you want to be on the show in like 4 days?
Oh, yeah.
So that being said, for everybody else, if you're interested in being a guest on the Audio Roast podcast, we want you. So feel free to message or email us if you're interested in being on the show. You can send a private message or a Facebook message, if you will, here to the Audio Roast Podcast Facebook page. Also the same on Twitter or the Audio Roast Podcast at gmail.com. We really would like to have you guys on the show. I know that I did a shout out kind of thing on Facebook talking about what music do you listen to and what music do you not listen to. That way it's easier for me as a host to go, okay, I can't do Justin Timberlake songs with Nathan if he doesn't know half of his catalog kind of thing. That's not fair to him. And I don't want to put people on the spot like that. I want to make this the best show I can, and you can help do that. So jump on that post if you want also, and keep coming in with comments on what you do and don't like. We'll get into the whys in person. So now for the star of the show as far as games goes, because we've got 2 stars here in person. This is actually how the show originated, was going to be a show completely and only about covering covers, because my opinion, I'm in both original band where I rewrite all of our own material and stuff, and I'm also in many bands that cover other people's music. I'm of the belief, which is very unpopular apparently, that there is an art in recreating somebody else's stuff too, because
Absolutely.
you can either make an art form in making it sound like yourself and not like the artist, and there's equally an art form to making it sound as close as you could possibly get and paying tribute to those people.
Right, absolutely.
And I'm not one of those kind of people that bats an eye at, oh well, you know, you think you're a musician, you should write your own music. Well, it takes all kinds, and it's all welcome.
Right.
So
it's a skill on both sides of the fence.
Exactly.
it really is. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get into covering covers. So some of these, if they're great, we'll talk about what makes them great as it's happening. And if they're not, hey, It's the Audio Roast Podcast. Let's roast them. So, Nathan, I'm going to start this one with you. Tell me when to stop, and we'll get a random video here. Cover of Summer in the City. This one's covered by the Tin Soldiers. So this video was uploaded on October 27th of 2016. It was produced by Burger Productions in October of 2016 at the Mini Theater. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of the city, but it's in the Netherlands is where they're from. So yeah, pretty good for. I don't know if if they speak English as a first language or not, but to me this sounds really pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Kind of makes me want to cover it.
Yeah, seriously, another one that you guys would really do well with.
Without the keyboard.
I would not.
Yeah.
I would not hear this song played like this otherwise. This
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
I could see somebody making this kind of heavy too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, because it's got that looseness, that space.
But a distorted Les Paul.
Yep.
You got rock and roll.
Amen.
Kim says they do speak English. Kim's husband is Scottish, from Scotland, and he said last time that they were there they did speak English, so that's helpful. It's good to know.
But you said they're from the Netherlands?
The Netherlands, yeah. Shout out to Burger Productions for putting this together, too. They did a great job. It's an interesting name. I mean, I almost chose Bratwurst Productions, but I thought, people might get the wrong idea. Yep, Steve Stewart noticed the Rickenbacker there. Very tight band.
Sounds like all along the Watchtower right there.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, for sure. That'd be something cool for you guys to do this and then turn that into that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Little medley.
Yeah, the cover mashup.
Yeah,
Those are always fun.
they are. Steve Stewart said, brats.
Hey, we are talking summertime, right?
That's right. Very cool. Let's hit us up. Another summer-themed covers. Alex, tell us when.
When? Keller.
Ooh, jazz.
Well, speaking of the devil.
Yeah.
Will Smith at that. I'm hoping it's really just one guy playing bass.
What are your guys' thoughts on loop stations like this?
I love it.
I think
Do
it's
you?
cool.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know who Keller Williams is, you need to look that up.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my goodness. admittedly, I sit around and do this. This is my practice.
That's a really strong way to practice, though, right? Like, and if you mess up, like you hear it like 1,000 times.
Oh yeah.
So it has to be perfect.
Yeah, your timing on a loop has to be literally spot on. You have to play that first and that last note perfect.
Yep.
And your timing better be perfect.
Yep.
Because otherwise.
So this was uploaded June 20th of 2017, filmed at Unity Lutheran Church in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I'm assuming he's from that area.
Yeah. I also noticed that this becomes more and more of something getting into the public eye, is it's just, you know, those one-man bands that all of a sudden, all you need is a looper.
Yes.
You're off and running.
Yeah.
Especially with all the lockdowns and live stream stuff.
Man, yeah. Big time.
Because you can social distance and do this.
Yep, exactly. Yep. And you make more money that way. If you do get booked for a show. Yeah, to me personally, I'll be honest, I think it's a fine line sometimes that in certain circumstances, this could be viewed as like showing off, and it's like, well, man, you know, it's, yeah, everybody can do this kind of thing, but like Alex said, no, not everybody can, and make it sound good like this, because it does take talent to be able to get that timing right, because again, that timing is so crucial whenever it's being repeated, you know, several hundred times.
Yeah, and even if you're in time with yourself, that doesn't always mean that you're in time to make this work.
That's right. Yeah.
Plus, then you got the guy that has to sing and play on top of it. Like we were talking about earlier, this is not an easy skill.
No. Yeah, absolutely true.
Riding around in the Jeep or the Benzo, in the Nissan sitting on Lorenzo. Back in Philly, we be out in the park, a place called the Plateaus where everybody go.
I could see Justin Larkin doing this in the next 48 hours.
Oh my God, yeah. Only difference is he's going to be sitting down and he's going to have a suitcase kick drum.
It's true.
Right?
Did he make that himself, or did he have that made?
I think he made that himself, to be honest.
Gotcha. I've got another friend of mine on Facebook that I'm friends with and haven't met in person that I know makes a lot of those, but I can't remember who it was on my friends list that makes those, but yeah, they're very cool. I've seen Justin use those in a few live streams he's done from his house there.
Yeah.
It's late in the day, I ain't been on the court yet. Hustle to the ball to give me the short set. Yeah, I got on sneaks, well I need a new pair. Cause basketball courts in the summer's got girls there. The temperature's about 88. Hop in the water club just for old time's
Bring
sake.
back some memories here in this song.
Yeah.
Cause you're invited to the bar.
Good times.
Started at 4. Sitting with your friends as y'all reminisce.
I'm open to all genres and all decades of music, but it's really hard to sell me that there was any other genre across multiple any other decade across multiple genres that was as good as the 90s. Like you had really strong rock, metal, pop, like country, everything was across the board, you know, firing on all cylinders.
It was just that time period where everything, there was a no holds bar, man. You
Absolutely.
could do whatever you wanted.
Yes. Yep.
People accepted it for what it was.
Yep, for sure.
I really hope that's what music gets back to.
I can't say how much I'm the same.
Quarantine comes back out.
Yeah.
Chilling in the car, they spend all day waxing. Leading to the side, you can't speed through 2 miles an hour, so everybody sees you. There's an air of love and
Yeah, I know we as musicians are really getting stir crazy, you know, going in 2 or 3 months of this quarantine stuff now, but I also try to stop and take time to think about the people that don't play music but just come out and support music. You know, they're also sitting at home with nothing to do, and so that's the cool thing about, you know, seeing an artist live stream or you know, show videos of himself doing stuff like this where he's just looping and whatnot to get his art out there. There's people that need that art as well.
sit back and unwind. Sometimes it's time to go. 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 Sometimes it's time to go.
Again, that was uploaded in June of 2017. It makes me wonder if that loop is still playing to this day as he's walking away.
The church is haunted by it still.
The Unity Lutheran Church of Milwaukee, Wisconsin was never the same.
Steve says before social media.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually really like the videography of this too.
Yeah, it's really cool the way they put that together, huh?
Yeah.
EthanKeller.com. Very cool. Yeah, the 90s, that is another good point, Steve, is, before social media, things were a lot easier. You hear something on the radio and it's like, yep, I dig it. Whereas now it's so scrutinized because everybody has a voice and everybody has a platform. So,
Well, back in the day, I mean, if there was one song by an artist you liked, you just had to go buy the whole album.
Exactly.
And you were forced to listen to all their songs.
Exactly.
Now you don't have to do that.
No,
Yeah, nowadays where you could just kind of pick and choose what you want, people buy 2 songs off of a record and the rest of the record
Just
goes by the wayside and is never even known of. Yeah.
When half of those B-sides or all of the B-sides are something you're going to fall in love with.
Yep, for sure. That's something for sure that's changed is, having, whether it's a streaming service or Apple Music or whatever, where you can just select which songs. I can remember, and I'm sure you guys are the same, going either to a record store or hell, even the, what was it? Like the BMG, spend a penny and get 10 albums.
Yeah.
I can remember so many times not knowing who the person was and just looking at the album cover itself and saying,
going,
I would dig that. And then you buy it. Yeah, just based on that. Yep. Yeah. And it was hit and miss. A lot of times it was very hit because they put a lot of stake into what their album cover was. Now it's like you can just, basically whatever you would put on Instagram, you could put on an album cover and that's good enough.
Right.
It's crazy how things like that have changed.
Changed so much.
Yeah. All right, Nathan, tell us when.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Coverups. Okay.
And here we were just talking about Bryan Adams earlier.
Right. So if anybody in this looks familiar.
Right, that guy doesn't look familiar at all.
No, not at all. It's because they are. So the comments about this was uploaded December 21st of 2018 in Albany, New York. This was a secret show at the Ivy Room of a group that was advertised called the Coverups. Nobody knew who it was or whatever. They were told to dress up. And then when they got there, they see it's Green Day.
Right, everybody's
and there was like, the capacity was like 200 and something people. So it was a very cool, intimate show for them.
I want to see that show. That would have been killer.
Yeah, absolutely.
This reminds me of something I saw in LA recently, too.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine how cool would it be if stuff like this happened? Because you think about Green Day, who sell out stadiums and arenas, won't be able to do that for who knows how long.
Yeah.
I wonder if more bands of their caliber would do something like this, to where they would just do a surprise show at the Riff or at somewhere smaller, just to have a show to do.
Yeah, I can see it. See, and I'd love to know who all these other musicians are, too.
Yeah. Billy Joel Armstrong is very recognizable, so I know he's from Green Day, but I don't know all of the members of Green Day well enough to know if there's, maybe this is all Green Day, or maybe there's only him, or one other, I don't know. Green Day fans chime in.
It looks like just him. It looks like it's just Billy, because...
Green Day, they're a three-piece too, are they not?
Yeah.
So automatically there's extra people there.
Well, and the other two dudes are just so easy to pick out. They're it's just
true.
Like watching Billy, you go, oh yeah, I know who that is.
Yep.
So look, the guy that normally plays bass is playing guitar, and some other guy's playing bass.
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking too. It does look like somebody on that stage is familiar enough that,
Yeah, the guy that's on the other, I suppose it would be Billy's stage right. Yeah, it's definitely the bass player.
Yeah.
He's playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yep. Which has got to be a cool treat for him too, right?
Oh, sure.
to say Green Day is not going to be very long.
Yeah, right, yeah. Hit it and quit it.
Right. You got to be careful saying
Yeah.
that statement around most
Mike,
bass players.
She said his name, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike Dirnt, is that it?
I think it is Dirnt. Yeah.
All right, Alex, let's give you another go.
All right.
Tell us when.
Go. Steal my sunshine. I don't know this.
We're in for a treat. I saw a little bit of this, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, I know this song now.
This is already getting interesting.
I don't know this one. It doesn't ring any bells.
This is from the 90s as well. Yep, that's it.
See?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the only part of the song I really
It's the only
like
part
that
I
I know.
know.
Yeah.
But once I heard the music and the title, I could put it together.
Yep. I don't know what's going on here.
I love that his fingers have hands. Sunscreen.
That's like a lifetime supply.
Excuse me, I'm just going to go for a dip.
We're just going to go for a dip. You're sure putting a lot of focus on this sunscreen. He's enjoying this way too much.
Yeah, we came, we saw, we made it awkward. Yes.
Oh my god. He doesn't know what to think.
Right.
So much planning.
And that smile.
The other guys are feeling left out.
Like, come
Hey,
on,
get
man,
over
where's
here.
mine?
Wow.
Yeah.
If I didn't know better, I would have assumed that this was done during the quarantine when they had nothing else to do. But this was uploaded December 17th of 2015. Again, the band that's covering this is called The Main, and it says featuring Derek Sanders, which I'm assuming that this is Derek Sanders at his finest moment. I wonder if that wink was because he ate tacos before the shoot.
Oh, yeah. Tacos and baked beans.
That's right.
Man, that's some sunscreen. I love this just for the videography aspect.
Right, yeah.
This is fantastic.
It's interesting that they chose to like show everything in slow motion though. That's kind of unique, but it's cool.
How do you think they thought about this? Right?
Right.
Hey, we're going to cover this.
Yeah.
You want to do a music video? Yeah, let's make it real screwed up. Awkward.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's at least one person in the band that's like, oh god, if not more. Maybe this was all Derek Sanders' idea.
Right?
I don't know. That's a nice touch.
That is cool. The end. Wow.
All right.
Very cool. All right, I think we got one more up here. Nathan, tell us when.
Walking on sunshine. This will be good.
This one was uploaded April 19th of 2016. This is called the CLAR Band, which they've got band members named Claudia, Loris, Adrian, but that's all they listed. They didn't bother with whoever R is, so. But they're Romanian.
They sound original to it.
Yeah, again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like, I feel like they did a good job of kind of making it their own, but still recognizable.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Also, Claudia and Loris or Lewis have the same last name. They're being Romanian, I'm not even going to attempt last names. But so they're either husband and wife or brother and sister. Two people in this band. I'm not sure who. And that's almost interesting with all the eyes that are going on. It's like, I don't know if I know, and I don't know if I want to know who's related or who's married or.
Right.
That drummer keeps giving her the eye. Was that a 5-string bass?
Hold on, we'll see it again. Wait for it. If I can get a clear angle on the thing.
It's like the camera
Looks
guy.
like a 5.
Looks like the camera guy heard us. No.
What is it? Make sure it's out of focus.
Oh, and then make sure it's sideways or backwards. Oh, it's a 6-string guitar. We know that.
I was gonna say.
Speaking of guitars, though, with 6 strings, that's a Fender, yeah. It's got that really crispy kind of sound, that classic Fender sound.
That nice, clean Strat tone.
Yep.
Hey.
I should have never spoke up about the bass. We'll never see it again.
Oh no. It always reminds me of that show you go to play where, 3/4 of the band is in the light is given, and then you've always got like the one or two guys that are stuck in the back.
Dude, the struggle is real.
5-string bass.
Yep.
It's even a dingwall at that.
Yeah, owning my own production company, that's a fight too. Some stages just are not designed to be able to have it lit all the way across, and it's a shame. But yeah, you're right. There's so many times where half the band's in the dark and half of them is like lit like the 4th of July. It's crazy. All right, let's. I tell you what, let's do one more round of games, and we'll go ahead and call it a night. Dun, 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 dun. The fun continues. Boom. Got it. Okay. So, this is a game that I came up with. Trying to come up with games and get around copyrights, it makes for more headaches and hassles than one cares to admit, but I did it anyway. So we're going to do a take on karaoke. And this isn't just any kind of karaoke. We're not just going to karaoke a whole song kind of thing. And I did have it earlier with actual karaoke music, and that got flagged. So we won't be doing that. We'll be doing it a cappella. But because of that, because there being no music makes it a little bit harder, I have supplied multiple choice answers. So, acapella like, we will karaoke. In most cases, this is just like a chorus or a line or two, and then see if we can figure out the next line of the song when the music stops, kind of like musical chairs. So, let's see what we got. You ready, fellas?
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a cruel, cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Any guesses before I reveal multiple choice?
Not a clue.
All right. It's a cruel, cruel summer, leaving you here on my own. Leaving you, I should have known. Now you're gone, or now on my own. Nathan, do you have a guess?
I would guess A, but
Okay. You have a guess?
I'm guessing B.
Okay. Leaving you, I should have known. Let's see who is right. Kim says C. Now you're gone. Let's see. Who's right?
Oh, way to go, Kim. She knows.
She knows. She knows her Google. I mean, her music. Oh man, let's try another one. Oh, here we go. All Summer Long by Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Me. And we were trying different things. We were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake.
To our favorite song.
Okay. Do you agree or do you have a different guess?
yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Just to make sure, let's go to our multiple choice. Making love out by the lake all summer long, to our favorite song, with our favorite blonde, or in your favorite thong.
Oh, it's got to be D.
Originally, I was gonna say A until he said B, and then I was thinking, I think he's right. But
Now you're questioning it?
maybe
It does
I should
fit.
go with my gut feeling.
Okay, let's see here.
I don't know.
Kim says B, in your face.
Yeah,
Kim is on fire.
that's what I thought. I thought he was right.
Okay, let's try another
Oh, yes.
one.
Love this song.
No pressure.
No.
You better be careful when you say that.
I do love this song, man. Something about Jack
I'm telling
Bruce.
you, you're in town 11 days. You'll not
I'll
hear.
never
Yeah,
live
the
it
whole
down if
11
I
days.
screw
You're
this
hearing
up.
nothing but sunshine of your love. All right, let's give it a try, fellas. I've been waiting so long.
To be where I'm going.
Yep.
Is it to be where I'm going? To go where they're going? To my yard I'll be mowing, where the river's flowing.
I'm going with Nathan on this one.
Going back to the other one, Steve Stewart said he wanted it to be D with the thong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so your final answer is
Hey.
A, to be where I'm going. That's correct, of course. Phew, pressure's off.
Wipe the sweat from my brow.
That's right. That's right. Oh,
Little Alan Jackson.
going country. Gone country. Are you guys country fans at all?
Depends on the era.
Fair?
Yeah,
Fair. Okay. Well,
older the better.
Yeah, agreed.
we'll lace up our cowboy boots that have no laces and give this a shot. This one goes, well, I'm gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler about working all summer just to try and earn $1. Every time I call my baby, I try to get a date.
Which one is it?
My wife says I've been looking for you since around about 8. My boss says, no dice, son, you gotta work late. My dog says, hey, man, I still haven't ate. Or D, my car breaks down and now I'm running late.
B.
I got to go with B as well.
Okay. We got B's for guesses, and we got B's for guesses online. Let's see what the final answer is.
B's.
You got to work late during this quarantine.
What did we say about being musicians? Working late?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Time has no bounds.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try one more and wrap it up for the night.
I like this one.
This is a great song.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Let's see how well you know it. See how well you like it.
Summer breeze.
That's the only part I
makes
know.
me feel fine. Da, 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 that's in my mind. Blowing through the. What's the word? Give me the multiple choice. It'll show me.
Multiple choice. Okay,
show
here we
me
go.
that.
Multiple choice. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Flowing through the jasmine and the thyme. Flowing through the jasmine in my wine, excuse me. Or flowing through the jasmine in my mind. Or blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
I'm going with D.
Okay. You agree, Nathan?
Yeah, sure. Summer breeze makes me feel fine. That's the only part I know.
Blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
We got it. We got it. We're real musicians now, fellas. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Yep. Cindy got D as well. Yep. Kim, good job. All right. Very cool. Well, guys, it's been a roller coaster of a ride tonight, to say the least. But I cannot say kudos and thank you so much to Nathan and Alex for being so patient
Hey, thanks for the
and being
fun.
here
Yeah,
for the second
thanks.
round.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Very cool. Before I forget, too, one more time, Alex, tell people where they're going to see you next.
Tune in. It's June 7th, and I think we start at 7.
That's correct. 7
I
o'clock,
remember.
1 week from tonight. You can, I think it's probably being live streamed through the Shuffle Facebook page.
Yeah, I bet you can find it on Tom's page.
And that's
as
what,
well.
exactly.
Eye
Yep.
candy.
Eye Candy. Eye Candy LED. Yep. Shout out to Tom, too, doing a great job with the production.
And tune in tonight also for Dirty Molly.
That's
Yeah.
right. They are there.
Molly's
In fact, they just started 2 minutes ago, so we're going to wrap this up so that you can switch and go see some actual live music that's happening right now. Nathan, what have you got anything on the books for another show coming up?
Yeah, this weekend I've got Friday night at Pittsburgh Pub and Patio in Pittsburgh, Missouri.
Very cool.
So we'll be there Friday night. Saturday night, Eureka Springs at the Cat House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And what time on the
8 to 12 Friday, 8 to 11 Saturday.
there you go. Very cool. Again, thanks to all of you for tuning in and checking us out, giving us another chance. It's only upwards and onwards from here. So thanks again, and we will see you next Sunday at 5 for actually, let me see. Let me look at my calendar here, wherever my calendar is.
Who do you got? I
I've
wanna
got
know.
I've got all these notes over here, and I don't know who or what's going on where, or that kind of thing. I'm just kidding. It's right here. Next week we're having 1970 rock. That means rock from the year 1970.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know sitting right here with me is a couple big fans of rock from that era.
Yes, sir.
So my final thoughts are, again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Nathan and Alex for chilling out here and chiming in. And it's been really good to get to know you. And it's good to catch up
Yeah,
with you,
man.
Alex.
Yeah.
So
Rock and
very
roll.
cool. Thanks again.